Man, sometimes I'll get a reminder out of the blue of how low it got. God. It does feel like, I don't even know how to explain it. I got a call from somebody I haven't heard from in years. Forgot all about them, to be honest. And during a time where I was definitely at my lowest point, like I didn't realize how deprived I was. I didn't realize how starving I was for attention, right? Like I wasn't receiving love and affection and from outside myself. So, you start to mishinge and internalize things and get depleted and forget how to fill up, singularly and all types of stuff. And so anyway, even in those times, I wasn't aware. Like, okay, how do I explain this better? So I was not aware that I was in such a low state because I was then getting attention. Now I was getting attention from bottom of the barrel, nothing that, forgive me, was worthy of me, right? Like it was so out of character, out of class, out of just disgusting. It just wasn't me. You've heard me say it did feel like I got bumped on my little head and like totally lost my motherfucking mind, seriously. And it just shows you how when you get deprived, when you are not paying attention, when you are not staying aligned with yourself, when you're not filling up from the inside out, you are staying in dynamics that are not serving you. They're not honoring you, and then in turn you can't honor those around you. So it's a cycle. And so you got to leave sooner than later because you get so depleted and so deprived. And then when you're in that starvation mode, you're in such lack that you'll take anything, but you don't realize you're taking anything. You're so happy for the attention. You're so happy for the less than, because that less than is something. It's that crumb. It's satiating, but it's better than starving. And so you don't realize it. But as you start to fill back up, you're like, what the fuck am I thinking? Have I lost my mind? Have I lost my mind? Did somebody put a spell on me? Did I go into a wonky world? Like, what happened? How could this have happened? Well, it all starts and ends with us, right? And yes, there are assholes out there that will take complete advantage of that. They will totally see that they shouldn't be doing something, but they're not mature. They're not in their mature masculine. They're not ethical. They're not grown up. They're predators. I mean, this is the kind of thing an immature masculine preys on. They just get so excited for that. They seek out those women. And we're all over the place, right? When we are not loving ourselves, we're all dipping down at times. This is why you hope that you've surrounded yourself with enough friends and family that have done the inner work. But if you haven't, you're fucked. Nobody's looking out for you, and you haven't been looking out for you. So you're going to have to get it out of the mud, so to speak. Oh man. It's like, I don't even know that I forgave myself for some of those interactions. I feel like I was getting hit over the head, Judgment Day, left, right, and center for the longest time, because it was like I was out of my mind. It really was. I mean, I literally had forgotten some people and some incidences and some experiences. And I guess you just want to black it out or blank it out because you're like, oh God. And I didn't even, first of all, the phone rang and I had my headphone in and I just said hello. I didn't even see who it was. And then I was like, oh shit. But it's not that they were even, they're just immature, right? And so it's not like they're even bad. And it's more that it was a reminder of where I was, right? So it's like, and I don't need to associate with that kind of mentality and that lower energies, and we just have nothing in common at all, right? There's literally nothing in common. And not that they're bad, but this is what we talk about all the time. It's like you don't want to engage with that out of pity them. You don't need to pity party them or make them feel special because you're giving them attention and whatnot. You just got to let it be, cut those cords and forgive yourself. That's really what I had to do. I mean, literally I got off and I was like, oh man. And I had to sit down and do a little process for myself because I lost my mind. Oh. And it's funny, it's night now, and I decided to go, make myself some tea and then go for a nice little walk. And I wanted to walk down to the beach. And as I was walking over the bridge, it's so dark out. And I am in my own little world. I was like talking to my guides and like looking up at the full moon and da. And as I was getting to the bridge, I saw a figure out of nowhere. Oh my God, it scared the hell out of me. And it was a good laugh, right? He's like, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to scare you. I said, no, I know. I'm in my own little world. He said, I saw you the whole time because, the moonlight is hitting you, but I know, the angle it's at that you likely couldn't see me. I couldn't see him at all until I was on top of him. And he's like, I'm so sorry. And then, of course, he's like, do I know you? And do you have a daughter? And I'm thinking, how? And what was interesting is the conversation I had prior to that, the people I no longer need to associate with said a few things, too, that, like, they knew where I was and they knew all this stuff. And it's like, how do people know these things? Right? Are people following me? What is going on? It's like people need to mind their own business. Sorry, that did agitate me, that the phone call and them knowing more than they should have. It definitely implied an invasion of privacy. Nonetheless, when I ran into this gentleman, it was a good little disruptor to lighten the mood and have me laugh. And so I guess it's just a reminder for all of us to forgive ourselves and don't get yourself into deprivation. It's like we have to be doing the work all the time, but God, if you are not in deprivation, please still do the work, right? It's like the idea of don't allow yourself to get depleted. Be grateful you're at where you're at, but also be grateful and appreciative to remain there. It's like be vigilant to remain there. Because if you get bumped down like I did, man, it's wild. Okay. Sorry, I'm starting to fall asleep. You can hear the people. Thanks so much for tuning in and listening. You can now purchase an audio journey with me using the link below.